Oh, look at here, look at here, look at here. How we doing tonight, folks? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Look at here, look at here. Oh, man. Thank everybody for joining us tonight. We're trying to start a new series up, Trip Talk. And just like before, man, right out the chute, right out the gate, I got no other than Machiavelli going to be joining me tonight. I'm excited to have him on, man. It's always good to have Machiavelli on. And they just did a cross-country run that, man, I'm telling you, I was following these guys on social media. And that's where everything is pretty much going now, man. You could see real time how people are traveling across the country, where they're going, what they're dealing with, the weather situation, the highs, the lows, whatever they share, man. So you could just basically follow everybody online now. And it's awesome because people get to share their journeys real time. And so, look, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring Mac in. And we got Mac, JC, and we got Coffee tonight. Mac, how you doing, sir?
What's going on, Solo? How you feel, man?
Good, man. Hey, one of those phones got to be turned off.
You hear echo?
Yes, man.
All right. Hold on.
Oh, folks, man, you got to work those technical difficulties out. But look, I'm going to go ahead and bring Coffee in. Coffee, how you doing, my man?
I'm good, brother. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm good. I'm good. Let me see if JC and Matt got their stuff together, man.
They're working on it. They're working on it.
We all set over here. We all good. We all good.
Hey, Solo. Both of them cats ride a Harley, man. That's why they have a difficulty, man.
Oh, see what it is. Now you want to be jealous, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to put your jealousy out here. You'll grow up one day.
Hey, look,
wait till we get started about that Indian.
Hey, look, we all just get along, man.
Never.
Oh, man. How y'all doing, gentlemen? How y'all doing?
We good, man. Good.
Outstanding.
Awesome,
Yes,
man. I am excited and honored to have you gentlemen on tonight. But before we get started, I have to welcome my guest that's tuning in tonight, my viewers. Shout out to Sparkle. Thank you for joining us tonight, Sparkle. Barry Holmes Sr. Hey, thank you for joining us tonight, sir. I greatly appreciate it. And all the other people on Facebook and YouTube and Spotify, thank you for joining us tonight. This is our first episode of Trip Talk. And we have a couple of people that we've been looking at, watching their journeys, and we're going to be bringing them on to share their journeys with you. And it's meant to be educational. It's meant so that you can see how other riders are going across the country, where they're riding to, and basically just to help you better understand long distance riding or trip planning or what you're going to run into. Because with that, it's like each one teach one. So that's the mentality that we're going to take with this series, Trip Talk. And Mac, I got everything queued up, man. Hey, welcome, Kodak Ground Pounder, man. I know you on the road, Kodak. I thank you for joining us tonight, man. I greatly appreciate you. Stay safe out there, man. Mac, would you please, sir, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience tonight?
King Machiavelli, Solid Kingz president, Chicago, Illinois.
Outstanding, sir. Outstanding. Who is that gentleman that you have with you that rides an Indian?
That's me, man. That's me, man. That's King Coffee, man. Solid Kingz MC Chicago. You know what I'm saying? I ride that badass Indian.
Oh, man.
It is bad. You're right, it's bad.
Hey, listen, so you're going to be representing for the Indians tonight, huh?
Yeah. I'm representing for the ones who ride the Indians tonight, man. Anybody out there to ride the Indian, whether you ride a Roadmaster, a Pursuit, a Challenger, whatever you ride, just understand I drug 2 goddamn Harleys all the way across the country. I tied motherfucking lasso to them motherfuckers. Hey, it was in reverse. I lassoed them. The Indian lassoed the cowboys and drug their ass all over the country. And if they tell you anything different, they lying. And, hey, I lost both of them at 115. They got up to 115, and I lost them out of that.
Hey, man, all I know is a saddlebag malfunction. That's all I know about, man.
Hey,
and we got the proof. We got receipts.
Listen, if that's all we had was a saddlebag malfunction, then I feel like I did pretty good. We ain't had no engine malfunction. I ain't lose no oil in the state of California.
Low blow.
We just got to mark our
We
territory.
swinging low tonight. We swinging real low.
But you did run out of gas, though. How about that?
Hold on.
Part?
Hold on. You don't know nothing about me running out of gas. You ain't seen me run out of gas and none of that shit there. So don't you be talking about no running out of gas. You don't know nothing about me running out of gas. Hey, Solo, we'll talk about that when you get rid of these two cats right here. We'll talk about that later, man.
Hey, man, we're gonna talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it, man. Hey, folks, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, man. We've already get started with this thing, man. I have the gentleman from Solid Kingz MC and JC from Next Level MC, and we're going to be talking about their trip. They did a coast to coast from Chicago to California motorcycle drive. And all in between, and all the hiccups, all of the good, the bad, the high, the lows, the memories. We're going to try to get them in within like the next hour, 15, 20 minutes, and just share with you their journeys and experience, because this right here is going to educate each one, teach one. That's what this series is going to be about. So, Mac, I know you introduce yourself, Coffee, you introduce yourself, but that other gentleman right there from Next Level, would you please, sir, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Say the best for last. This is JC from the Mother Chapter, Next Level Riders MC. One more.
There you go.
Hey, folks, I'm telling you right now.
Never put him on camera. Well, I'll tell you, the hate is real. I tell you,
the hate is real. It's real tonight. We hating tonight. Hate. Hey, listen, folks, we're gonna have a good time tonight, man. We want to thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. We're just gonna have a good time with this one tonight, folks, because that's what a cross-country trip is supposed to be about. You leave together, you come back together. When you get back together, you laughing, you joking. You have made memories that's gonna last a lifetime. Am I right, gentlemen?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. You're definitely right. 100%.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Prez, I'm going to go ahead and shoot this first question to you, Prez. What inspired you guys, or what? How did you come up with wanting to take this trip across country?
Well, it was always the thing that I can say we all wanted to do. Just job-wise, time, finances, or whatever. And so we set to say, like, shit, we're going to go to Cali this year. You know what I'm saying? Make it a breakout and shoot down there. Plus, we had some other people we wanted to see down there, some ladies out there, Divas and Die For. We wanted to come out there and give them some support, too. So between that and Mother's Day, as far as going to see my mom and just sightseeing, we just said, hey, let's come together and make it happen. Now, of course, it started with more than three of us. You know how it goes. Yeah, it's like 7 guys, and then last minute this person drop out, or this situation is going on. So we call ourselves the Three Amigos. We said, hey, we still rocking,
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all
man.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where, it's like any other trip, man. You plan and you all talk about it, and you start out with, many people, everybody going, they feel good about it. And then, people start to fall off, for whatever reason, no fault of their own. But at the end of the day, who went was the ones who were supposed to go. So that's what happened.
That's exactly right, Coffee. That's exactly right, King Coffee, man, because you're going to start out with 10 people saying, hey, I'm going to take this trip with you. And by the time kickstands up, by the time you make it to the first gas station, you'll probably have 4, or you'll probably have 3.
I don't know if you know, I don't know how you know it, but you sure reading our mind, because that's exactly what happened. We got them started out with 4, and by the time we reached the first gas station, it wasn't but 3 of us.
I'm telling you. For those that don't know me, I've had my share and my experiences of it. But hey, while I'm rubbing my shirt, man, I want to send a big shout out with traveling with Staff, man. Big Staff shot me over a shirt, man. He said, hey, Solo, how can I get one of your shirts? I said, hey, Staff, look, man, this is how I get down. Don't pay me for my shirts. You got your own brand. You got your own traveling motivation, inspirational podcast channel and stuff that you're doing. I said, my brother, I said, you send me a shirt, I'll send you one of my shirts. So tonight I'm repping my man, traveling with staff. Make sure you go check him out on Facebook, YouTube. He's putting out some great content, man, and that's what this whole thing about. But listen, you know, I got to get my plugs in, gentlemen. I have to get my
Go
plugs
ahead, man. Go ahead. Hey.
I only got about an hour and 10 minutes.
Solo, since you plug it, you might as well plug yourself on your merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that you got that merchandise, man.
Hey, man, it's hey, I'm telling you, it's limited edition, exclusive, signature on it, signature on it. You might not even want to wear it, man, because I'm telling you, I love it. I love what my man is doing for me and where he's trying to take me. And so I got some new merchandise that I'm gonna be dropping here real soon. It's already out. The first batch, people already done raised their hand, say, I want it, I want it, I want it. So, man, I love that. Thank you very much, sir. But King, we're gonna get back to the trip. How you guys planned it. We know how you guys came up with it. Now my question is, JC, you're from another MC. You're from another MC. I take it that you two MCs have a good working relationship.
Yeah, absolutely, we do.
Exactly.
I've been knowing him for a long time. We've been tight for a minute there.
Right. And typically, you know, MCs kind of like, you know, kind of shy away from riding with other MCs because they want to do their thing or they're comfortable riding with it. But it's good to see clubs riding together. You know what I'm saying? It's real good to see that, man. That's a maturity on the MC set, and I love it. So what made you decide to say, hey, man, I want to raise my hand and take this trip with you, brothers?
Well, it was again, one of those things where it was a common denominator. We all want to go on a trip and we just happened to be friends and got to talking about it and we made it happen. Again, of course, it was a lot more of us, but the three that's supposed to been going, we wound up going. Nothing special about it. You know, like you said, everybody want to go, but only a few going to actually make them trips.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Now, is this the first time for each one of you members, you gentlemen?
Yeah.
As far as to Cali?
Yeah, coast to coast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And I asked this because this picture right here, this was at the start. Was this at the start or this was
Nah, that's actually we got to Cali.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when we got to Oakland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Kingz of Cali.
Oh man,
so,
it was great.
So in this picture, in this picture right here, you got the founder of Kingz of Cali, and you got the president of Kingz of Cali. So the president of the mother chapter, that was Twin, and the founder of the and listen, man, when I say them cats right there showed us love from the time we hit the state. So when I did have that mishap with that saddlebag boat breaking, they plugged me in with some guys from Kingz of Cali. Shout out Vito and then shout out Dub, Kingz of Cali, LA. And they made sure that we was good. They were checking on us, making sure we were straight. But then Mac got some family out there, so you know, because Machiavelli is originally from California, so he got some family out there, and they were able to help us out, man. Shout out to his uncle, to his aunts, all those people right there. They really looked out for us, man. So that's kind of the story of that picture. Mac can elaborate a little bit more on it.
Right. Mac, we're gonna jump back because I got a little bit ahead of myself, man. I'm already in California, man. But look,
we ain't made it there yet.
I know, man. We ain't made it there yet, man. It's beautiful though. But my first question to you, Mac, is when you decided to say this is the date that we're gonna travel, this is the date that we're gonna kick off. How did it go? How did the link up go? Was it a phone call the night prior? Was it everybody just getting ready? Was everybody hyped? Nobody could sleep? What was it?
Well, we stayed. We communicated with each other off and on as we got closer to the date, and then we figured out a meetup spot because King Coffee, he's out in Indianapolis, and then you know one of the other people who was supposed to meet, they were going to be together. And then me and JC, we back here home, so we met up, and then we met up with King Coffee, and then from there we started our trip. You know,
how did that kick off?
We met up in Effingham, Illinois, or whatever, at the Flying J.
Flying J. Flying J.
Yeah, at the suggestion of one of the members of the three amigos, who said they got some good food there. They got some good food right there. We're gonna meet up right there at that Flying J. Well, I'm gonna tell you, you got to do your research, people, because sometimes they close them restaurants that you said they were gonna be open. So then when I get to this great restaurant or whatever before them cats right there, because I sit there for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours before they got there. Now, and we're gonna get into the technical difficulties that they had before they even left, since they want to start talking about shit.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So they won't tell shit. But you know what I'm saying? But anyway.
So what he's saying is, make sure you pack and you plan before the day of, so you ain't late.
I wonder who that was.
So what you're telling me was you had someone show up that didn't have the proper packing gear with them.
Listen, man. We've been talking about this trip for going on 2.5 months. We've been talking about packing for the last week. Now, in all honesty, I ain't gonna lie, I packed my shit the same motherfucking morning. I did. The same morning. But one thing I did realize is that I already knew how to pack my bike, so I was ready to go. You understand what I'm saying? Because some of us, you understand what I'm saying, was ready to go. But I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? When you ride an Indian, you be prepared. That's all I'm saying. You just be prepared.
Show up, man.
That's it. Got the cord rolled up, ready to go. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and tell them y'all side of the story, man. I'm gonna sit right here at the Flying J. Wait till y'all get here. Y'all tell him y'all side of the story.
Hey, look,
we're gonna let your lies hang out there.
He's at the Flying J, man. You guys go ahead and catch up. Walk me into the Flying J, man. How was it, man? What was it?
Go ahead and walk me into it, man.
Come on, man. Because I can pull it up now. I can pull up what y'all put out there.
No. Basically from the Flying J, we just got up, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, because the other party wasn't there, we said, hey, let's go ahead and just try to hit this road. Okay. And then, we hit the road. The first city that we came through was St. Louis, right?
Yep.
Yeah. But we didn't stop into St. Louis. We just did a little filming, you know what I'm saying, in the arch and all that. And we just kept pushing through, you know what I'm saying, trying to
get down 44 toward Tulsa.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's where we made our first real stop once we got to Tulsa.
Okay, so in St. Louis, it was just one of those things that, hey, we're just gonna stop and get a moment picture or just
gas.
We stopped and got some gas.
That's it.
Got some gas, took a picture with this lady, you know what I'm saying? That she loved motorcycles.
Yep.
Real cool lady or whatever. And then from there we just said, let's get back on the road. And then we rode out to Oklahoma. And then when we got there, actually, we were going to stop in Oklahoma City. But I'm like, how the hell we gonna ride past Tulsa? Even though Black Wall Street is not going on the festival, shit, we still Black Wall Street. So we said, hey, we rolling to Black Wall Street.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? That right there was an experience on its own, man. We rolling to Black Wall Street, and really when Mac said it, it really clicked to us, because I was like, man, I wasn't even thinking like that, because you know what I'm saying, the history, like we about to ride past the history. You understand what I'm saying? But then when we got down there, everywhere we been, man, it was all love. But the love that we got, man, from the people who actually from that city, who from there. I mean, we walking up the street. Now, this is prior to the, Black Wall Street motorcycle event, you know what I'm saying, that just passed. So those people were gearing up for bikers to come into town. So they said about 20,000 showed up out there. So they were geared up. So you got to look at it like they were geared up for bikers to come in town. We show up early. And so they already giving us that love that they were ready to give everybody. But we was able to get that one-on-one feeling with these people because it wasn't nobody else to take the attention. So when we was walking up the street and moving around, people were just coming up to us right and left and giving us love, man. JC can tell you a little bit more about it. Tell them what you saw, JC.
I'm
JC.
just gonna tell you about that one spot we stopped at, Fixins.
Oh, the
Yeah.
soul food spot.
Good food. Good food.
Yeah.
Good food.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, if you ever go down there, you stop at Fixins.
Yeah.
so
Hey,
so go ahead.
shout out to Fixers because you know what? We was on Black Folk time and they was about to
And
close.
yes, they
And
opened up
allowed
for
us
us.
to open up for us, you know what I'm saying, and get a good meal.
Yes, they did. Yes, they
Yeah.
did.
They
Okay.
they made a special trip. Just they looked out for us, man, because they were about to close, and they assumed that we was gonna sit in there and eat, but then you know what I'm saying, they was like, you know what, and we told them, no, we'll take it to go or whatever. But shit, man, when I said they piled it on, they made sure we was good. They made
Yeah,
sure
they did. Yeah,
they
they
made
did.
sure they put the food together like it was supposed to be. Now, backing up a little bit, it was a young lady on the street that was selling T-shirts that had her own shop. So she was kind of the one that put us on to what it was, because we kind of
Right.
asked, because it was another soul food restaurant, but they had already closed. So and then next to that, Mac had, you know what I'm saying, because one thing about Mac, no matter where we go, he gonna patronize, especially like anybody that's a vendor on the street, anybody that's, you know what I'm saying, that's our people. You understand what I'm saying? That he gonna make sure he patronize them and stuff. So he, you know, stopped and talked to them. But even prior to getting to them, hell, we met this cat that's about to open a nightclub. He know everything. He was just knowledgeable of the city, so he was able to give us a whole lot of information. This is the things I'm talking about. Like, you can't get this unless you get this. Unless you out there, you don't know what's out there. You understand what I'm saying? Like this trip opened all three of our eyes to some things that we probably never would have seen had it not been for us doing this trip. In my opinion, those two guys can give you a little bit more clarity on what they see. But yeah, that right there, stuff like that, man. Like, you ain't gonna get that nowhere else. So you know,
So my question, gentlemen, is being that it was your first time out, following a lot of stuff that's going on social media, you got the I-10 to the end, you got people posting on social media. Did that kind of want to influence you to sit there and say, hey, look, there's certain places that I want to see that along this trip right here that I want to go see? So let's put the time in. Let's add that time to our trip. But I definitely want to go see this.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, Solo. So like, you know, I don't want to say I'm in a space where, you know, I'm programmed to just go to annuals and parties. You know, I see myself evolving into history, into sightseeing, you know what I'm saying? Different things on the road. So when we got there, like this picture here was all the unclaimed paid, the people who had lost their businesses that didn't get paid. And this is a list of the names of the people. So as we sat and we went to each thing and the history aspect of it, and getting to know that majority of the businesses and properties were burnt down and now they're rebuilding, you know, it also gave us a sense of not just a respect factor, but also, you know, feeling some of the pain from that, because some of these people, this is all they had. And then now you got to start over. But at the end of the day, even if you have to start over, you can still rebuild. You understand what I'm saying? So it opened our eyes onto the history, because I didn't really know as much as far as Black Wall Street. You know, I heard of it, but I didn't know the details until you actually went there and you talked to the people. You know?
Right. And that's what I say about it, man. You know, I traveled to Black Wall Street. Matter of fact, we did a Reef and I, for our Oklahoma City RTE, we took a historic ride to Black Wall Street, the Greenwood District, and we took the time to actually go down, visit a couple of the shops. There was a gentleman down there. He had an art gallery down there. And then when I went down there the last time for Black Wall Street event, I actually went down to the museum, and there's a lot of history there. So man, I'm hoping that everybody that went down there and partook in Black Wall Street had a chance to go down to the museum, had a chance to see what was going on, and just take it all in, man. And that's what we talk about here at Trip Talk, man. We want to hear about your stories along the way, what you experience, and any advice or anything that you can share with people from your journey, you know, like a takeaway.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you a lot of takeaways, man. For me, I'm gonna tell you, you know, and this is some of the things I talked about on my lives as I was going and stuff. But I would suggest to anybody, and it's some simple stuff, but I suggest you wear compression socks. If you're gonna ride that long or whatever, you need to make sure your circulation is good. You know what I mean? Now, I'm older, so you know, I was gonna wear them compression socks anyway. But now I realized that the compression socks helped me out on the way down through there. You know what I'm saying? Help my circulation. Because my ass did go to sleep a couple of times to the point where I felt like it, you know what I mean? Hey, when I say that thing conditioned me, man, to the point where by the time we got back, that my ass was ready for it now. You understand what I'm saying? I can do it now. But on the way down there, it was painful, brother. It was painful. You understand what I'm saying? When you get off there, get them gas stops, and you know, and you don't roll 100 to 150 miles, 200 miles, however many rounds, you know, your bike go or whatever. But yeah, you know what I mean? The history that you were just talking about down there, that was amazing to see in person. Like you can't tell people about this stuff, but you see it in person, and you able to put your hand on it. Cause then now, like me and Mac are having a conversation about Black Wall Street. Like he know what Black Wall Street is in the sense of how, you know, what it is commercially, but the actual what happened, what really happened. You know, me and him are able to have a conversation about that, and he can read it for himself. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't, you know, right now it's popular because that's a popular event, but do you really know what happened there?
But do
you know what I'm saying?
See, yes, I love hearing you say that. Coffee, I love to hear you say that because it's not just to go there, listen to live music, shake your ass and just have a good time and party and drink.
Right.
It should be historic. It should be a pilgrimage to a place where oppression, where stuff was taken live were lost. So, so that's what I say. When you hit the back roads, when you go visit some of these towns and city, man, you should take in what the history of it, the significance of it, what it all means, and what it all tells. Because I mean, once again, if you just fly by it, if you don't go take it in, then you're just using your bike as a mode of transportation, man. But it's good that y'all did that. Like I say, man, I was following you guys. Now, after you visit Tulsa, did you guys bunk down for that? So it was from St. Louis to Tulsa. Was that a single trip? Did y'all just like, okay, we're gonna hit 1,000 miles, we're gonna hit 600, 700, 800 miles, and we're gonna stop there? Did y'all bunk down for the night in Tulsa?
Absolutely, because after eating that soul food, we weren't going nowhere else.
Pictures kind of put an end to any more riding that night.
Hey man, like they said, after we ate that soul food, and then I made the mistake of ordering a piece of red velvet cake. You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't know that the piece of red velvet cake was gonna be this big. You understand what I'm talking about? And then
hey man, how your sugar levels, man?
Hey, listen. I was trying to counterbalance it with some water. I was drinking water. I was trying to counterbalance it with water, man.
He got a water bag.
Hey, and then you know you was talking about the trip, so I'm gonna tell. There's another thing I want to tell everybody: pre-trip, work out. You need to go exercise before you get on that bike to make a long ride like that. Because now the difference between me and these guys right here and stuff is I got a center stand and air ride. So my bike sits down. I don't have to pick it up off the stand every time. My bike is heavy. Their bikes are heavy. But you don't realize how heavy those bikes get picking them up off the stand every time, trying to get moving every time you stop. So you really need to exercise. I would definitely suggest that. What you about to say, JC?
He said, JC? Oh, I didn't know what he said. Oh, yeah, stay hydrated, man. You got to get hydrated before you go out there, man. Drink some water, not just while you're out there riding, but prior to it. You got to get your body ready to do these rides.
Man,
hey,
gentlemen.
As far, I want to say one thing. As far as hotels, if y'all in Tulsa, Holiday Inn, Hey, they love bikers.
Yeah,
You know,
they do.
I forgot the lady's name, man, but she showed us so much love, made sure our bikes was good. So if y'all ever out there, you know what I'm saying? They love bikers, you know what I'm saying? Your stuff will be good.
Right.
Yep.
So right now, how many miles are we into this trip, gentlemen? From Chicago, picking up coffee, hitting St. Louis, heading over to Tulsa. How many miles are we into this trip?
About 600 miles. Was it that? Was it a little bit more than that? What was it?
I wasn't even paying attention to the miles going out there. I just know the total round trip. We did a little over about 5K, something like that.
Yeah,
Total round trip. So
Okay.
it's nowhere up in there, but each stop, I wasn't paying attention to it like that.
Okay.
We was more looking at not the miles, how many hours we gonna ride. We doing 12 hours a day, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of those things. What works for you? You know what I'm saying? Because with your body and depending on how you're in shape. So, like for us, we said we're gonna get up in the morning, you know, grab something to eat, and then probably hit it maybe 7, 8-ish, you know, depending on the day, and ride all the way till the sun is going down. You know what I'm saying? So then that way we had time to rest and, you know,
stop and see the things we want to see and keep it moving.
Okay.
Hey, and then to answer your question, man, from Chicago there was almost 700 miles. So we put in about 700 miles that first day, not knowing it though, because really, like he said, we rode from the time we rode as long as we possibly could. And also, as we get into the trip and we talk about it more, we also rode as long as the towns were accommodating to us, because you got to understand, the farther you get out into the desert, it may be a fuel stop, but it ain't gonna be no stop for rest. You ain't gonna have no hotel there or nothing like that. So we had to kind of manage all that too. So you know what I mean, we might have to shut down a little earlier than we did last night because the next hotel might not be, but might be 100 miles away. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and you know that from being out there yourself, so you understand.
Oh yeah. I'm sitting back like this right now, man. I'm listening to the words of people who are out there executing, man. And I love it, man. So right now we're about 700-800 miles into the trip. We've already had our first stop in Tulsa. We get up the next day. How did things go? Did we get up and do our PCR, our pre-checks and inspections? Everything was good. The bikes was looking good.
He did. I give him every day.
I will give him that.
Check his joint. Me, I trusted mine because I made sure before we went on the trip, I got all my fluids changed. I had to look over everything. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I trusted my heart and my tires. That's the next thing. Make sure that if you're going long distance, and depending on how many miles is on your tires, make sure you got some tread,
some good feet,
some good,
Man, you got to have some good shoes on, man.
I just did a quick look over every day.
Okay.
He don't care. He was living dangerous. Hey man,
stop it. That's what I'm talking about, man. So coffee. What would you say your pre-checks are?
I'll definitely check my tires, man. I know Machiavelli gonna bring this bullshit up later on, but I done had a few incidents with my tires. You understand what I'm saying? So I definitely check my tires. Okay, so let me give you a little bit more history about my bike. So these cats, listen. Solo, I got 3 amps and 2 batteries in my tour pack. So you understand what I'm saying? And the reason I'm telling you this, Solo, is because my tour pack is now way heavier than it should be with my clothes and all that shit on there. That's why my fucking boat broke or whatever. But we don't get that's what happened. That's what happened. I won't tell everybody.
I'm gonna have to edit this somehow or another.
My bad, man. My bad. I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna try to be as politically correct and across the board so everybody can hear what I'm saying. My freaking boat broke.
Shoot it. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. But so anyway, that right there, that was at San Quentin. We're gonna talk about that when we get to California. But I check my bike over, man. I make sure ain't no leaks or anything that I make sure I don't see anything that's different. I make sure my air pressure is good. Although I got pressure gauges on my screen, I know what they are. But you know what I'm saying? I still want to look at the wear and tear on my bike, on my as far as my tires and all that. I check my saddlebags because I got speakers in my saddlebag. So my saddlebags are sealed and ported. So I can't put anything in my saddlebag. I can't put anything in my tour pack. So all of my stuff is riding with me on the top. Wow. So that's one of the reasons why I check my bike over or whatever, to make sure ain't no loose bolts or nothing like that, because I don't want to lose nothing going down the highway. Because my bike is modified. Their bikes weren't modified. My bike modified. So you don't know when you send your bike out to get it modified, you don't know if they tighten everything down. You don't know how much, you don't know if they was going to close at 7 o'clock. So they were trying to get you out of there by 7 o'clock, and they didn't tighten every bolt down or some shit like, or some stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so you gotta really, really look over your bike, make sure your bike is good. Like you said, pre-strip inspection, because you about to put your bike through some grueling stuff. And we're gonna talk about that as we go or whatever, because those bikes, they did good to make it back, because we put those bikes through some grueling stuff. So if Harley or any and ever want to test their bikes out, they need to send them out west.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, the super slab will test whatever you ride. If you got a big motorbike, it's gonna test it. If you got amp speakers in there, if you got stuff that's zip tied, brother, I'm telling you, you're gonna hit potholes that if you were sitting still, you'd probably have 12 inches. But because you're rolling at 65, 75, 80 miles an hour with that forward momentum, the bike will go across, it'll hit it, but it won't hit it at that lower speed, that depth. And it will literally break. I've had saddlebag support break. I've had bolt break. I've had my rear fender bolt broke. My rear fender was rubbing the rear tire on the outside. We put a bubble in it, which caused it to pop in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night when me and Reek was coming back from Alaska. I've had it all happen because the highway literally was going to test me. It wasn't the heat that tested me. It wasn't the distance or the time that tested me. But it seemed like the highway say, I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you, man. So man, that's good stuff. So we are pre-combat checks, not pre-combat checks, but pre-trip inspections are done. We're good to go. We got the green light. We get ready to pull out of the hotel. What time did y'all take off in the morning? What was your normal SP time?
Usually around about 8, 9. Like, we weren't leaving early. You know what I'm saying? We was on the way down there. We were stopping at the Holiday Inn Express on the way down there, because we had enough money to stay at the Holiday Inn Express on the way. Because you know how you can burn money on the way, because you just know
burn money.
Yeah, you burn money on the way because everything good. So we were staying at the Holiday Inn Express, getting a good night's sleep, going down there, eating a good old breakfast and all that right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, JC get about seven cups of coffee. Make sure you get his coffee and all that stuff.
Man,
making friends.
More than that, don't cheat me.
making friends. He's making friends down there every day. You know what I mean? Every morning I wake up, he's sitting on the bench with a different somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Having one of those conversations. So, you know, making friends. So it was all good, man.
So it was a relaxed trip. It wasn't pushing.
It wasn't in a rush. You know what I'm saying?
Very relaxed. Yeah, very relaxed. Yeah.
Okay, so very, very relaxed trip. That's good, gentlemen. So Mac, if you would, Prez, go ahead and pick us up from that that second night, because that's the second night. No, that's the first night stop.
That's the first night stop.
Yeah. So I believe from there we got to New Mexico, right?
We were heading that way, but before we got there, we stopped in west side of Oklahoma City. That's where they had the cars. What's the name of that place?
No. The Bug Ranch. That was
Bug Ranch.
Yeah. The Bug Ranch.
The Cadillac Ranch. The Cadillac Ranch.
Well, we actually did. The Cadillac Ranch was across, and we hit the Bug Ranch, which was smaller. I got corrected on that.
Okay, the Bug Ranch. That's what that place.
Ranch.
Yeah.
You went to the Bug Ranch.
Yeah, we went to the Bug Ranch. So the Cadillac Ranch, we passed it, but we thought that was the Cadillac Ranch that we stopped at, but then we found out it was the Bug Ranch. So We stopped at that first. But let me explain how that happened. So you'll understand how this is happening. I'm in front, JC is behind me, and then Mac is behind him. We you understand, he shoot around us and he pull us off and then take us all the way back around. We don't know what the hell going on. You understand what I'm saying? We feel like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we like he done lost his phone or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So we go all the way back around. Then we pull up to this. You understand? Now, understand a little bit about Machiavelli background. He's a graffiti artist. So this right here was right up his alley. So when he jump off the bike, he don't even let the bike get on the kickstand for he done damn jumped off the bike running out there like a kid in the candy store. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it was, hey man, one thing about it, boy, you got to have some happy people with you. And we definitely had a happy person with us, man, as far as history and knowing these different stops. Because some of these things I probably wouldn't even saw. So, you know, Mac was good on that.
Right on past.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And that's what's up, gentlemen. That's what I'm saying about getting out there, hitting your back roads, get out and explore, see some sights along the way. You making memories. And the thing about it is, and I tell everybody, take a snapshot. Even if you just pull out your cell phone, take a quick snapshot, keep it in your phone, and that way you got a memory that you can always reference back to, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. So after we hit Amarillo, we're on the 40, correct?
Yeah.
So we're on the 40. Everything's running good. Did y'all stop at the Harley Davidson in Amarillo?
No.
We actually didn't stop at no Harley.
Okay.
Yeah, they were forbidden to stop at Harley, man. I totally forbid any Harley stops. You know what I'm saying? I just put my foot down. We ain't stopping at no damn because I can't go in there. I can't go in there.
Quite true. So, that's not quite true. If you're gonna tell the truth, tell the truth now.
Tell the truth, the
We
whole
was
truth,
barred
nothing
from
but the
stopping
truth.
at any Harley. We got barred from all Harley because we was riding with an Indian. They didn't want that Indian on their property. That's
they
what
wouldn't even let us in the parking lot.
You were barred, and we just rode because of you.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, so listen, Solo. Now let's do this right here, man. You right. So we ride through Texas. You understand? We make it through Oklahoma. Now we hit the good state of Texas. When we hit Texas, of course, we take our sign pictures and all that stuff right there.
Okay.
But as we ride, it's this pungent odor that hits you. That's so strong that you like, what the hell is that? And for 20 miles, you smelling this odor. And then you come up on this cattle ranch where it's two cattle on both sides. And it's probably 2,000 or more head, maybe 5,000 head of cattle corral in this big old, corral. And man, when I say that shit stink, boy, I'm sorry, but that stuff stink. It's bad. That's one of my memories of the great state of Texas or whatever. Even though we just cut across the top, you understand? But it was good road, still good road in Texas.
Now, do you guys remember me posting about you can taste the feeder farm? Those are called feeder farms. That's where they bring the cows in before they sit in the market to fatten them up, up. So they're just standing on top of shit. They're just standing there eating this shit and all day long. So when you go past a feeder farm, you can literally taste the beef.
Yes.
You can taste the beef, man.
It was terrible. It was terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, cattle ranchers say that's the smell of money, man.
Oh my God. Hey man, I'm trying to tell you. And you can tell it with the smell of money. They love it. You know, but yeah, man, hey, we made it through there. You guys can kind of tell them about what happened when we got to New Mexico, though.
Which part?
The first part.
So we crossed over into Mexico.
Hey man,
we're on the 40. Now y'all stopped and took a picture of the sign that says "Welcome to."
Yes, and the roads, the roads in Texas were good.
Oh,
they were terrible. The roads in Texas were good up until we got to New Mexico. When we got to New Mexico, it was terrible from there on out. Like you said, potholes to where the trucks themselves are having to swerve because the potholes are so big. Man, listen, man. You were generous. You were generous there. When you said riding 85, 60, 70, 80, No, man, that ain't what we would ride. We would ride between 90 and 110 most of the time. And when you hit one of them ramps that they have, because the road ain't even, you hit a ramp. Listen, they were behind me because, you know what I'm saying? They had to be. They were behind me because they had to be. But anyway, we ain't gonna talk no more about that right there. So they would see me jump one of these ramps, you know what I'm saying, get airborne, come back down and stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
The first person I ever seen fly on an Indian. Hey, he was like, "Soldier Boy, boom."
Hey, man, when I say, hey, listen, so I got a little bit of a background, you know, riding dirt bikes and all that stuff right there, you know, when I was younger. So, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I was a little scared. I was a little scared because you understand what I'm saying? Because we were hitting them and they just kept coming and kept coming. And we, you know, but then that's also Solo. I've never seen highway that I can see 40 miles in front of me.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that. You understand what I'm saying? That's crazy.
When you cross over into New Mexico on the 40, you're gonna hit Tucumcari on your right hand side. That's the first small little city.
Yep.
You got a couple of love gas station that you're gonna deal with on the 40. There's actually a nice little memorial on the right hand side, just on the other side of the love gas station, for people who have died on 40. That's where they put a stone for them. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about it. I stopped there. I go back and it's a nice little memorial there that I would say if you're gonna ride the 40, man, look it up. It's just on the other side of Tucumcari, and it'll make you realize that angels are riding with you alongside of you. I've always looked at an approach of me being on the highway that guardian angels are literally people who have passed on the highway for whatever reason. Their soul are still there protecting you. You know what I'm saying? To kind of like when you have a long blink, or when you kind of in a zone, you know, they're the ones that's pushing you back. That's how I've always felt. Maybe it's superstition, maybe it's just me, but I've always felt when I'm on that highway. And Highway Johnny, DC Johnny, Highway DC Johnny with Hell Lovers out of DC. He had Hell Lover had a shirt that said the highway is my home and the devil is my sidekick. So man, I rolled with that the first time that I met him and seen that shirt and hear him say it. I've always ridden with that, man. And at times I will stop and I would take a picture of some of those crosses where as memorial for me to sit there and say, this is me paying respect to those who have lost their lives and protected me, man.
Yeah.
So let's pick up back in New Mexico. We're traveling, we're on the road, we're doing about 75, 80. We ain't gonna speak no high speed limits because
we ain't gonna talk about that. Can't some of y'all police on here.
More than problems.
Hey man, I'm telling you right now, man. If you run it, if you get a citation in another state, just call a lawyer in that district. Have that lawyer represent you, man. Try to fight it. You ain't gonna win. You're gonna waste number of money. Go ahead and pay that fine. Go ahead and do that little online driver safety course, man, and be done with it. Don't affect your record and just keep pushing, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
So how did things
go ahead, Solo? Because I'm looking at our time frame, and we got a lot. Like aside from going, so we want to, you know what I'm saying?
4 corners.
Let's go, man.
So
Let's go.
we shot from New Mexico. That time we ended up resting towards the end of New Mexico. How at the end?
Right outside of, just to the east side of Gallup. I forget the town we was at.
Grant.
That's when we got up.
We was in Grant.
Okay.
Yeah. Grant.
We got up there next morning. We headed up to the 4 corners up there on what was it, 491, I think it was. We took up to the 4 corners, 64. And had a good time up there, man. It was interesting seeing that place.
Right.
So we didn't realize it was an Indian reservation, man. So we was on the Indian reservation. You know, we rode in or whatever. But we was also on part of the Grand Canyon, which we did not know that at the time. So a lot of stuff we learned right there. You know.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people, man. When you go to these places right here, there's a lot in between. There's the elephant feet, monument there, the two big stones that look like elephant feet. There's some Native American paintings on some buildings that you'll see when you're going down there, and just a lot of history, man. And then there's a post office right there by Four Corners Monument that if you need a mail or package or anything off, and then there's a store. I don't know if it's a gas station or a store, but it's there though. But we're at Four Corners, man. That was your first time visiting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was beautiful. You know, one of the important things, the Navajo tribe pretty much runs that whole thing. The way it was explained to me that 3 of the states are Navajo, you know what I'm saying? And then one of the states,
on their reservation.
It's on their reservation. And so I want to specify this. It's like, do your history or your research when you going to different people's areas, because the culture is different. You understand what I'm saying? So when you, and you can contest to this, Solo, when you go to Indian reservation, they have their own set of rules. That's different from what we're accustomed to.
Yes.
You understand? So that's something very important to know is hey, just if you go there, understand what their rules are and culture, so that way you're not disrespecting their culture.
Right.
Or what they're about.
Listen, and I want to say this right here to anybody: if you go to Four Corners, from anybody to go, read the signs. Don't just walk by the signs. The signs are very important because it's telling you some things that you need to know when you on that reservation, that you feel like that, hey, I'm still here in America. It's just the same, ain't no big deal. Read the signs. Okay. Because like Max said, it's a different culture, it's a different people, different way of life. You just need to know what their culture is and respect it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay, gentlemen, that's protocol. You know what I'm saying? That's protocol, man. Going to somebody else's backyard or going to somebody else's home. There's certain protocols that we have, and I consider myself a professional biker, man. You know what I'm saying? I turn my music down when I come into a gas station. I definitely turn it down when I'm going to somebody's clubhouse. So when I'm stepping on the ground, man, I show all respect. You know what I'm saying? Trail of Tears and a lot of those, and we were doing the Hoka during the COVID, and they had it blocked off, man. They didn't want you to stop. They want you to go through and do what you need to do and get out of there, because their immune system is just so weak compared to some of the stuff that's floating around on the outside of the reservation. Look at the reservation. You see homes out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh my God.
Nowhere, brother. You gotta say, like,
I didn't realize that the Navajos own so much land. You understand? That so many homes, like, because when I think of Indians, I'm like, okay, they have their own land and it's separated. But then when you traveling through, you leaving Four Corners, like, they own a lot of land.
They do.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
And something you just said right there, man, what you just said, Solo, about those people being out there in the desert, far and few between. When I say, man, some of the conditions I see that they living in, I mean, to survive out there, and I done been in some places, man, in Jamaica. I done been in some places in Mexico and different countries and stuff. And when I say, man, the way that them people surviving out there, you got to salute them people, because there's some hard living out there. It's some hard living out there.
Living coffee. I say this, and I don't want to take our time away. We're gonna go over. I'm not worried about that. But I've ridden by myself. I mean, just by myself. Nobody in front of me, nobody around me, no other bikers. And when I go through some of those areas of native land, man, and they sitting out in the middle of nowhere, there's no jobs, there's no factories, there's no industry, there's nothing. And you have to ask yourself, how does these people survive?
Right.
So
you have no way to get an income.
No, listen, man.
I bumped into a couple of native veterans who went off to the military, and when they, when we start talking, I'm a retired veteran, you're a retired veteran, and they're living off their VA and stuff like that. And I said, well, how do other subsidies? You know what I'm saying? They get money from the government, but the thing is, they were put out in the middle of nowhere. Street and markets, and these big companies have not gone over and put up factories in to bring employment to them, bro.
Listen, look, when we were riding through the desert, It was some things that happened, but it was one structure in that desert that kind of caught my eye. It was a grain silo, or it was a silo. I'm not sure it was a grain silo, but it had to be about, I don't know, maybe 10 stories tall. And that was the only structure that I saw. Rest of it was mesas and plateaus and different things like that right there. But just to see, when we stopped at a gas station before we pulled out, you can see the looks on their faces as we were in that gas station. We're kind of like, first of all, we outsiders, but second of all, you can look at them and tell them that it's a hard life. Like, you know what I mean? Like the gas station we stopped at, it served pizza, and it had like a little pizza restaurant and all that stuff right there and there. But
it had the mail office all in one.
Yeah, all in one. All of that stuff right there. Yep. And so, you know, it was one of those things. But again, you would never know this stuff if you don't ride or get out and see it. And you can't really see it in a car. You gotta see it on a motorcycle. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, even if you're in a car, you're gonna experience some things a little different, because these guys gonna tell you what happened to us next after we left there. So first of all, the winds out there are disrespectful.
You can't avoid that, man.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that Midwest weather there in that area right there, gentlemen. And we're going to talk about weather going and coming, because like I tell everybody, don't just plan for where you're at home. Plan for the entire.
My God, say that again, my brother. Plan for where you going. And listen, for you guys who do a pre-trip, I want you guys to actually pre-trip by going to an almanac and looking at what the weather is in that area for the last 10 years, 15 years. Listen to what King Coffee told you. Go to an almanac, and so you can kind of see the weather patterns in that area. Because I've never experienced wind so strong that it's holding your bike up as you lean into it.
Hey, we was glide surfing. So I'm gonna be the first to put that out there. Glide surfing. When you on that road glide and you surfing like this, officially, we was glide surfing.
That's it, man.
I know what you're talking about, gentlemen. You can look in the rearview mirror, and the person behind you is literally leaning to the side. It up. Oklahoma is disrespectful. Oklahoma is disrespectful, man.
Hey, man, all that wind, the wind got worse. Disrespectful.
What I say about I-40, man, when I just came back from Arizona, I told people it takes a unique rider to jump on the 40.
Listen. If you are not an experienced motorcycle rider to the point where you can ride your bike and handle your bike, do not ride 160 to daggone, what we went from 160 to Highway 89. Do not ride that stretch of highway, because you will not make it on that stretch of highway.
Hey, tell them about the sandstorm.
So listen, man, we ride, bro, and it starts to get red. The sky is red. And I'm like, what is that? And we keep looking, and it's miles away now. We're talking about probably 40 miles away, but you can see it, and you riding into it, and you thinking to yourself, man, what is that? What is that? And then when you get into it, it's a sandstorm. And I'm talking about sand is literally blowing across the road. And, you know, you got your visor down, your helmet on, and all of this stuff right here. All of your saddlebags are sealed. All of your stuff is closed. You get to that next gas stop and open your stuff up,
and you got sand everywhere.
Everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
Like when we was in Iraq, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, all of that, when the sandstorms come through, man, sand gonna get into everything. And, I tell you, gentlemen, make sure you check your air filters. Replace
That's it.
Or clean them, because it will suffocate your air filter. And the first thing that you're going to notice is your fuel mileage is going to start going down. Going down.
But see, Solo, we didn't even think about that. We didn't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? And now that you said that, because I got to do a little maintenance to get my baby back up, where it's was, because that trip took a lot out of her now. It did. I ain't gonna lie to you. But you know what I'm saying? So we get through the sandstorm. Okay. It is 99 degrees. So
where we at? Are we in Utah? We're in Utah?
No.
We Arizona. Okay, so we're in Arizona.
We between New Mexico and Arizona, so we getting ready to cross over into Arizona or whatever. Well, we in Arizona.
Okay.
But so, and then we making that, it's 151 miles from that gas station to the 89, the way you can go south to Flagstaff. Okay. It's 151 miles of desert. It's 151 miles of pretty much nothing. Now, there are gas stations there or whatever, but the wind, you fighting it so hard the whole time.
Way.
This is why I say you got to exercise, because the wind is literally holding you and the bike up. Now, I weigh 270 pounds. My bike probably weighs a little over 1,000 pounds. And that wind was literally just tossing us around.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is, gentlemen. It is. So
then you guys tell them about how the temperature went from 99 to damn, what happened?
Well, I mean, basically from that we shot to California. We ended up getting a hotel. He had his little mishaps.
Well, we gotta tell them
fixed.
You gotta tell them we stopped in the most appropriate place that night though. We stopped in Kingman. We stopped in Kingman, Arizona. Because we had to be in Kingman, Arizona. And we made it. And I gotta emphasize this. We never rode at night, but we made sure we rode at night.
We rode a little bit at night.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're going through the mountain. Wait, hold on. You ain't telling about the time I damn near lost the fucking bike and went off the cliff.
Now he was in front. He didn't see.
We gonna get to that.
You saw. That was me. Yeah. And that was the next day.
We gonna get to that. That's coming back.
So y'all shot over.
No.
So y'all dropped down. So y'all dropped down in Arizona. So y'all dropped down in Arizona to get back to the 40. To hit Kingsman.
Yep.
Okay.
So we bedded down. We bedded down at Kingsman for the night. Then we woke up, and that's when we went to California.
Okay. So we're crossing over into Cali. I think you guys stopped and got that picture from Cali, and was it?
We crossed Colorado. Yep.
Right. Was it a celebration? Did you guys say, man, we done it, or we were touching it? Now we're going into the promised land of California.
So we're gonna back up a little bit so you know. We had to split up. We had to split up a little bit because JC is also getting his 48 as we doing this. So we split up a little bit. JC took a route to go up the Nevada side to get it, you know what I'm saying, and to ride through Nevada, then shoot back down. Because his plan, he could tell you his plan wasn't to do what we did at the end. So, JC, you kind of tell him a little bit more about why you did that.
Oh, that was basically it. Going up there, instead of left out of Kingman, they went south. It turned south and then goes into California. Well, I took that back road. I forget what the road was. That goes up into Laughlin, Nevada.
Laughlin.
So I wound up getting up to Laughlin
River
Run. Right. And get into Nevada and the California signs. I get back to California to 40, and I realized these guys are about 35 miles behind me. So that's how we just had to wait for them to catch up. How much is the gas?
Wait a minute. That's not adding up.
He being a little extra.
No, I ain't.
Hold on. I'll tell you something, Solo. He was sitting at the gas station contemplating because the gas was so high. He was
I was hot, man. I was hot. $8.49 a gallon.
Oh, man.
$8.49 a gallon out there at that spot.
We were gonna talk about that. That's one of my questions I have is gas prices, gas performance, elevation, and all of that.
Look, check this out. So because he was in California, pretty much waiting on us, you know what I'm saying, to cross. So when me and Machiavelli got to the California sign or whatever, we took a picture at the green California sign. Okay. Mm-hmm. And we was like, me and Machiavelli dapped it up, hugged each other, you understand what I'm saying? Hell yeah, bro, we made it. The Kingz is here. We did our videos, all of that stuff right there. Well, we didn't know that it was a more beautiful California sign right down the road.
Yeah.
But not only did we not know that, so we've been riding between, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this, so for any of the police out there, whatever, we've been riding between 90 and 100 miles an hour.
We were doing the speed limit.
Listen, as soon as we cross that line into California, we see chips. You understand what I'm saying? And for anybody my age or older than me, around my age, y'all know what chips is. That's Puncho. That punch. You understand what I'm saying? And Punch was sitting his ass over there on the side, waiting on us, and we doing, you understand what we usually do. But of course, we got the Waves app up that's telling us the police there. So,
right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, Machiavelli started looking like
you kept telling everything, man.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, look, I ain't giving the secrets away. I'm trying to tell the people out there this is what's going on. So Machiavelli look like he patting his weed because he having to do this so much. Hey, listen, man. What does
that mean?
Hold that thought, gentlemen. Hold that thought. I gotta take a break right quick. Hold that thought. Hey, folks, it's KSolo of Riding with KSolo podcast. Hey, just want to let you know, tune in every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 Pacific, right here on Riding with KSolo, the podcast on YouTube and broadcasting on Facebook. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Central, 5 Pacific, where we're going to be highlighting the unsung riders from across the nation, riding the highways and byways, the back roads, the adventures, the journeys, the tales, and the legacies. Make sure you tune in right here, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 5 Pacific, Riding with KSolo, the podcast. All right, we ready to go into we ready to go into the next half now, man. We good. Let's keep going.
Hey, man.
That's all right. Good.
Okay. So
where we at? So look, Solo, because there's a lot of information that some of these people need to know. So like we're gonna speed a little bit in it. So we hit Cali, and then from Cali we shot to LA. And then from when we got to LA, we stopped at the cemetery for my mom because we missed Mother's Day. And we got some flowers, and my brothers, we put them on the bike, and then we went up there, and, you know, I paid the respects to my mom, of course, and that was super major, you know what I'm saying, a part of the trip.
Because you got family out there, right?
Yeah. I got family out there, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's one of the divas when we was out there in Oakland. Yeah, Silver Fox, shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? So we, you know, we went and did that. That was an emotional moment, and then from there, we left.
We went to Johnny Pastrami.
Johnny's Pastrami.
No, I took the guys to Johnny Pastrami. So if y'all ever in Cali, you know what I'm saying?
LA.
You gotta go to Johnny's Pastrami. Best pastrami's, hands down. These guys didn't realize it until they sat down.
It was all right.
Yeah, he's saying it's all right.
I said I would go back again.
Let me tell you something.
When we go back out there, I will go again. That's for sure.
Right. All history. So anyway, so we shot there. We went from Johnny's, and then we ended up shooting, get our hotel. And then that's when he had his little mishap with the saddlebags. And then from there,
so wait. We ain't gonna just fly by everything. I'm not gonna.
Thank you. So slow him down. Slow him down a little bit. Slow him down a little. He just gonna ride by all the good shit. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
His Indian had a problem.
But that's kind of expected, you know.
So look, as I was saying, Solo, I told you what's in that tour pack. I got 2 batteries. I got
yeah. The bolt's broke. I ain't had a problem with all that. Right.
Anyway, man, boat broke, and we was able. So like I said, a lot of people were trying to help us out, but we were able to go over Machiavelli's uncle's house, and he happened to be a mechanic. So we went over there. They drilled out because the boat sheared off. They drilled the boat out, backed it out, and then he went and got us another boat, put it on, all that stuff right there. That was good stuff. He made sure we were straight on that. Then we stopped and saw Machiavelli's auntie, who treated us to lunch. You know what I'm saying? I know he don't want to graze over there. Hey, auntie, I hope she watching. Because Machiavelli was gonna just ride by you.
Auntie.
Machiavelli was just gonna ride by you, auntie, but I wouldn't.
We made him stop. That's right.
So look, so
Hold on. I gotta put this in there. So my old former Cub brother, Doug Wilson, man, Kingz of Cali now, he said that was him on the phone talking to you, Coffee, to get your bite fixed. So you just don't know. We were talking. So my brother Dub helped you out, man.
Yeah.
So Doug,
I want to say again, if you watching, salute.
He watching.
And look, when you come to Chicago, I'm telling you, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Machiavelli gonna make sure you straight. Ain't that right, man?
You heard that right.
hey, but just to confirm that, no, Kingz.
I got you, man. I got you, man. I got you, bro. You ain't got nothing to worry about, man. Hey, listen, Kingz of Cali, period. I know it's gonna cost everything. I hope my wife ain't watching, but I'm gonna have to sell some jewelry or something. But we gonna make sure we take care of y'all, man, because y'all took care of us, man. Kingz of Cali, y'all the MVP, baby. Kingz of Cali, Soul Brothers, Divas to Die For. You know what I'm saying?
East Bay Dragon.
We gonna get there. Don't worry.
So I wanted to say this though, because my family said to let any bikers know if you ever in LA and you need some assistance, you know what I'm saying? And get you in and get you out. We got you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yep. So you can pull up at his uncle's shop or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We'll get you the information. Just check us out or whatever on our Facebook pages. We get you the information. Send us a message or whatever. We'll get you the information if you need it. So just FYI.
Real quick, real good.
Stop the press. We got to give a shout out and respect to a true icon of the motorcycle culture. We have Hero Benson on tonight. Benson,
yes,
thank you for tuning in, sir. We greatly appreciate you tuning in, OG. Hero Benson of Chosen Few MC, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, sir. Respect.
Hey, we appreciate that, man. Much love, man. Much respect. And much respect to the few, because that's another story. They took care of us too. So you understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of love in Cali. I said this on my Facebook page, and I'm gonna say this right here on KSolo show, man. Listen, the set is alive and well in California, from top to bottom. There was nothing but love shown to us throughout the state, and we appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Mac, you were bringing us into Cali, man. Bring us into Cali. We show respect to Mom for Mother's Day. We laid flowers down and we set our respects and we show love. So now we're pulling up. Are we crossing the bay? Where we at?
Yep. So now, you know what I'm saying, we going to the bay. And then, you know, we're going to see the Divas to Die For. You know, much love to Black Queen.
Much love, Black Queen.
We got out there and shit, and she plugged us with Kingz of Cali. Shout out to my man Twin. You know, like I say, Donnie, and definitely
Poke Chop.
Whole chop.
Is
it
Poke Chop or Poke
Chop?
No, P-O-E
chop.
P-O-E chop. And I gotta tell you, man, that man right there is super solid. Everybody that we ran into was super solid, but this man took his time and he took us around not only the Bay, Frisco. He gave us a tour, you know what I'm saying? And he made himself accessible to make sure that we were good. So we got nothing but love for that brother.
Didn't need anything. Anything we thought we needed, he had it taken care of before we can even ask about it.
Now that's not
he was on point, man.
That's not this gentleman right here, is it?
No,
that's Twin, and that's the founder.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
that's
actually
Twin.
gonna
That's the
send
founder.
you a picture.
Okay.
Of
Oh
Chop.
yeah, hey, you got a picture of Chop. You got a picture of Chop. I sent
Okay.
it to you. You got a picture,
Okay.
and we'll get to it. But
Okay.
listen. One other thing too, before we go too far. Listen, when you guys ride into California, I want to tell y'all this right here. The wind is strong, just like it was, but the California hills and mountains are different.
Yeah.
Because if you ride and you don't know what you're doing, and you look out into that
that's
open
Chop.
air,
That's Chop right there. Yep.
Okay.
That's,
Yep.
Yep. That's pole Chop. Let me tell you
yeah, that's
something,
Poach
Solo. Hey, my man pulled up with Popeye's chicken, red beans and rice, and Tito's. I was done. Tito's. That's
That's right. That's right.
on the
That's
truck
right.
bus,
That's right.
not in the car, on the bike.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yep. Yep.
Hey
But you
man,
know what?
I want
That's
to
my guy right
I
there.
want to send a personal shout out to Divas to Die For, man. They are true diamonds in this motorcycle community.
True that.
Man.
True that.
I dealt with them when I was up in Seattle, man. Nothing but love. They would
Yes,
come and they kick it with us in LA. They would come and kick it with Vegas with my old club, man. So definitely shout out to them, man. I still have nothing but love for them.
Yeah,
Do that.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. But yeah, man, those hills, those mountains, and all that stuff, man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's scary. If you ain't used to heights or you ain't used to riding in the sky, you gonna see some stuff, man. That wind and then going around those curves and those mountains and those hills. Hey, you got to be a rider to ride this ride. To do what we did, you need to be able to ride your motorcycle, because if not, you're gonna have a little fear. But you need to be able to ride your motorcycle to do what we did, man. And again, just if, for those who know me or whatever, those who know Machiavelli who tune in, check out our Facebook page for those who following the stuff. But yeah, man, it was a wild ride. Tell them, Mac, what we did after that, man. When we got to Cali.
Once we hit Oakland, we got escorted.
Well, hold on. One thing. We can't get by our brother now. We stopped to see our brother.
Who's that?
No, that was in Fresno.
That was in Fresno.
We ain't made it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you already in Oakland. I'm saying before we got to Oakland, we stopped to see our brother.
Yeah. So yeah, he's absolutely correct. So, you know, our big bro street soldiers, you know what I'm saying? My man pulled out there. He was checking on us, making sure everything was good. And we actually met up with him in Fresno. And then we went to a barbecue joint.
Okay.
I believe was it Hills Ranch?
I forgot the name of that place, but it was good. It was
the Hills Ranch. So we shot there and ate a little bit, and then he gave us an escort towards Oakland, or whatever. And from there, you know what I'm saying, we parted ways, and then that's when we got into Oakland, and then we got out with the Divas, and then Kingz of Cali from that. And then that's when we met Twin and Pochop and Don, of course, shout out to the founder. And then he gave us the tour all the way up into, like I said, the Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Across the 3 bridges.
Yeah, the bridges. We went to Alcatraz. The Ferris wheel. We hit San Quentin. And then actually we started lane splitting.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, no.
We don't need to talk about that.
We have to address that, because
we have to address that.
Yeah, we don't. Listen,
we have to address that. No, we don't. It's a victim of
the reason why we have to address it, gentlemen, is because there's a lot of riders that are sitting there saying, "Hey, I want to ride west now. I want to go all the way. I want to do coast to coast. I'm doing I-10 to the end, or whatever the case may be."
Okay.
So the thing is, each one teach one. So I've shown videos of it. There's videos on YouTube. There's videos out there. There's people that's been out there. You could talk about it till you turn blue in the face, but until you actually go out there, and it's
a different thing.
It's allowed. It's authorized. As a matter of fact, you'll have a state trooper come out behind you and hit the lights for you to get out of his way so he can go around you. It's authorized out there.
Let me say this right here. When we were in LA, it was guys shooting by us on crotch rockets and lane splitting like it ain't nothing, and we were scared. I'm not gonna lie. We were we were a little scared to do the lane split because, in my opinion, I thought we were too wide. I thought, you know what I'm saying, because our bikes are big. I figured, you know, with the pegs and all that right there, you know, the lane splitting, I didn't know how to do it. But I'm gonna tell you, shout out again to Po Chop. Po Chop has made me a professional lane splitter. I know how to do this shit now. When I do it again, when I'm out there again, I'm gonna, hey, when I'm out there again, I know how to do it now. Po Chop showed me how to do it. He showed me the way.
Well, yeah, you just passed the video. So look, let me tell you something. It's a science to lane splitting. Okay, you have to actually be there to see it. It ain't just you going through the lane and revving up. Some of these guys, you gotta actually like animate and be like, move the fuck over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get back, goddammit. And you gotta bully your way through it. Yep, but it's definitely worth it because at the end of the day, versus you sitting there with your Harley about to overheat, you sliding through traffic. Boom. Keep on keeping on.
That's right. That's right, gentlemen.
Hey, man. And it's exhilarating. Lane splitting is exhilarating. When you're doing it, and you're doing it the way you're supposed to be doing it, and you're doing it right, and you got a professional in front of you showing you how it's done, hey, man, it's fun. It's fun. Because now you're getting on by. And when we were talking, speaking like you were saying when I was talking to Vito, he was saying that. He said, you know, you guys will be able to get going a little faster because y'all gonna be able to lane split. And when he told us that we was in LA, I was like, I didn't want to tell him on the phone, but man, no, we ain't gonna be lane splitting, bro. We ain't gonna do that. We don't know how to do that. So we first listen. This is the funny part, Solo. We trying to see who gonna be the guinea pig to jump out there and lane split first. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm like, shit, you go. No, you go. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, but finally, hey, Po Chop. He popped our cherry. He got us right, and I'm telling you, I'll do it all day now, no problem, because I know what I'm doing now. Okay, that's my man Chop. So, that's my man Chop right there.
That's Po Chop right there.
Man. That's Po Chop right there, man. Shout out to Po Chop, man. Kingz of Cali MC. Shout out to those guys, man. I had KT on, founder president, Kingz of Cali out of Sacramento, man. Definitely a great organization. I got some old club brothers over there in that club, man. Highway Smiley's for retired out of that club, man.
Shout out to Highway Smiley. Matter of fact, it was his birthday when we was out there. You know what I'm saying? So we showed him some love, you know what I'm saying? And he checked on us or whatever. So shout out to the OG Highway Smiley.
And that's another thing, man. The OG Highway Smiley was watching us, man. He was making sure that we was good. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And you know what I mean? And just like you was just like you shouted out to Hero just a minute ago or whatever, he was watching us. They were watching us on Facebook, making sure we was all right. So it was like we had guardian angels through this whole process, man. Everybody, we had guardian angels, and it was a lot of safe travels. It was a lot of be safe. It was a lot of, you know, we praying. We and I'm telling you, if it wasn't for that, and also those highway angels that you just spoke of, if it wasn't for that, I don't know, man. We might have not have made it back because it was a lot of things that could have happened that didn't happen. You understand what I'm saying?
You look back at it now. You look back at it now, and you said, "Man, that was a lot that could have happened."
Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? Them guys keep saying I'm giving away secrets, but listen, man. We did 110 miles an hour for 100 miles. I ain't never pushed that bike that hard, that long.
Well, hey, man, when you in an 80 mile per hour zone, you got that 10 mile per hour grace.
So but we took that and some. We was greedy.
Man. Okay, gentlemen.
Look, this Mr. 109.
Hey, man, stop. There you go telling too many secrets again.
All right, gentlemen. So listen.
We ain't got there yet.
We're in the Bay. We're in the Bay. We've been to the Golden Gate Bridge, the 101, all of that good stuff. Okay, so what is our game plan now? We reached the West Coast. What is our game plan now?
So the game plan now is, okay, we here. So we stopped, we sightseed, you know what I'm saying? We saw some history. So now it's time to fellowship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, one of the things is you can't just go take a state sign and you don't know where to eat. You ain't meeting nobody. So now we go on a fellowship, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we chopped it up with the divas, we chopped it up with, you know what I'm saying, Kingz of Cali, and then then we went to Soul Brothers, and they shout out to them. They showed us nothing but love.
Too. Yep.
Absolutely. And then so I have to say something on this before we got to this. So now on a road trip, right? We say road trip, build the bond, right? You know what I'm saying? You build memories.
Yes.
And so you only see what we show you. But the fact is, me and my VP, we got into it. You know what I'm saying? This was the whole trip was smooth up until before East Bay. Now, so I'm gonna go and say this. My man was like, we're gonna go ahead and go to East Bay Dragons and go take a picture outside. So I said, I don't want to go take a picture outside. I said, they in Tulsa, ain't nobody there. I want a fellowship. You know what I'm saying? I want to build, right?
Right.
So now we arguing. We ain't had no argue the whole trip. And so I had to humble myself in front of both the gentlemen and say, you know what, King? You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? I apologize to you. We're going to do what you want to do. Now, at this point, we're supposed to leave to head back home. Okay? So now we stop at East Bay in the front, Main Street, take the little picture. I'm on live, whatever. And so King Coffee says, because at the time, JC wasn't with us.
JC, no, they had left me to go there because y'all was leaving at that time.
Yeah, we were leaving to come home.
You were leaving to come home.
You were still staying at the hotel for another day.
Right. JC was on another time frame.
Yeah, I was there for the right.
Yeah, JC had another agenda also that we'll talk about. That he was trying to get his 48 states. So you know what I'm saying. He had some other stuff he was getting ready to get to. But
now,
go ahead, so now I'm like, okay, I gotta head back. You know what I'm saying? We gotta head back, and we, you don't. Let me tell you something. California, they wouldn't let us leave. They showed us so much love.
It was hard.
It was like, nah. What you could just do this? We like, God damn, man, it's hard.
It was hard.
I have to say that because it's so much love. Like the thing is, when you go out of town and you get embraced and people showing you love, you know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, I don't want to lose this feeling. So now we turn people that now we gotta go. So we shoot to East Bay. We taking pictures out in the front. I'm doing the live. Okay, cool. So Mr. Inspector Gadget, King Coffee, he looks around. He says, "Man, there's a couple bikes out here. They might be here."
Oh,
so he goes and investigates. I still stay in the front.
Okay.
He's having a conversation. So time go by. I said, "Man, hold on. Let me go check on King. Like, he ain't back yet." Man, I walk up. So brothers are sitting there chilling. Shout out to my man Ricochet Rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Solid dude, good peoples. So walk up. We sitting there, we're talking or whatever. Next thing you know, we get the tour of the clubhouse. So now I'm like a little kid in the candy store because it was already on my bucket list. Like, man, I gotta pay homage to East Bay. Like, what?
Right.
They here. Like, oh. So on top of that, remember I got into it with my man. So now he like, yeah, I told your ass. I told your ass. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like,
you was just resonating with that picture right there, weren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Hey, look, Machiavelli is the king of all kings. I'm the vice king. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm letting the king of all kings get it off. I'm letting it get it off. Say all they want to say. It's gonna be my turn, and I'm gonna tell you what really happened, KSolo. So go ahead, finish telling your story, King.
I'm gonna speed it up because I don't know what he's gonna say. So at the end of the day, from there, we sat down, we talked, had a shot, and I'm like, look, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We it's time. We can't really sit and chill. We gotta hit the road. So we gotta shoot up in the mountains.
Right.
So then, we all took a shot. And then we took that shot, and everything is marinating on me. Like, you're here, you're in the garage, you here where the great ones was, the heroes, the angels. Like, you was here with the Tobys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sinking in. So, real talk, Solo. I got on the phone. I called the wife. I said, baby, I did like Harlem Nights. I ain't coming home. I ain't coming home today. It's the kids, man. It's the kids. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm staying. So they all laughing and shit. And man, when I tell you, it was an experience that we will never forget. Because at the time, JC wasn't there. Okay,
he called me like, we still here.
Right. He wasn't there. Because so now I'm like, I'm experiencing this. I said, man, my brother, he ain't here. He ain't got his bike. You know what I'm saying? Man, fuck that. Call the phone. Hey, get your ass here. I don't give a fuck what you do. You come down here. And then from there, it just became love.
It just so happened that Poke Chop was there. Me and him was at the hotel, and he wasn't on his bike. He had his car at that time. So when he called me, I'm like, y'all still here? What? So we jump in the car, and of course, we stood over there to East Bay, man, and it was outstanding. Nothing but love from them brothers over there. Again, shout out to Rabbit. He took the time to walk us every picture in that clubhouse.
Right.
He took the time to walk through every single one of them.
Yeah.
Bro, I can't say enough about the love that they showed us, man. It was incredible.
We got a chance to sit down. See, this is the thing that people might want to realize. When you go to an event or something and it's a lot of people, you really can't fellowship.
You don't got the time.
You ain't got the time. So for us, you had the president there and you had other members. Yep. So we actually got a chance to get to know each other and spend time together.
Yep.
That was priceless.
Priceless.
So
something that money can't buy, baby. Money cannot buy.
Yes.
Listen, brother. So he sugarcoat the hell out of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what happened.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
Listen, man. This is what happened, Solo. We supposed to be going home. We supposed to be going home on that morning. It was a Friday morning. We were supposed to be going home at 7 o'clock that morning, but because we went out to the bike night the night before and we got free drinks, we drank them free drinks. Of course, we wasn't gonna make it out of there on time. You understand what I'm saying? So then, now it's 12 o'clock. Where we finna go? Now here comes Twin. Twin take us out to lunch. Twin is the president of Kingz of Cali Mother Chapter.
Right.
He take us out to lunch. We go to lunch. Now we done ate. We ain't finna leave now. So now we getting ready to leave again. Here come Queen, Black Queen from Divas to Die For. She like, man, y'all don't leave. Y'all go ahead and stay one more night. Y'all ain't gotta leave. Y'all go ahead and stay one more night. We're gonna have a good time tonight at the meet and greet, all that right there. You know, everybody gonna be there. They gonna love to see y'all. Y'all rode all this way. And we was like, nah, we gotta go. We gotta go. So we packing our stuff up.
So the bike night was shout out to Desperados. You know what I'm saying?
Desperados.
Prayers Animal. He showed us a lot of love.
That was the bike night. That was the bike night. That was good. Yep.
Yeah,
so listen.
When you got...
So listen. So then we do so then we supposed to be leaving. Like I said, we leaving. We leaving. So now we packing up. We got our bikes packed up. We finally get ready to go and stuff. And this is where the argument ensued. I said, we gonna stop by East Bay Dragon. Now, mind you, we supposed to already been left. But because Tito's done down took over the night before, you understand what I'm saying? Now somebody in a hurry ready to go. Now we finna go. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on now. I done indulged in everything you wanted to do. We gonna stop and see this goddamn sign. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna go take a picture in front of East Bay Dragon. He said, no. So we back and forth. So then we get over there. We pull up. We stop our bikes. We jump off. Listen to what the first thing I hear, Solo. Yeah, y'all see it. Solid Kingz up here, East Bay Dragon. There we is. This ain't me now, Solo. This the one who didn't want to go now. Who didn't want to see the sign? Who didn't want to go?
He's so extra, Solo. I'm
No,
gonna have his moment.
listen. Here we go, Solo. He like, yeah, we up here, East Bay Dragons. Y'all see it, Solid Kingz, East Bay Dragons. I said, man, I wanted to knock the phone out of his hand. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you didn't even want to come. So look, I peep around the corner. Because you know, the front of the building, for those who don't know, the front of the building, it looks like it's abandoned. It looks like ain't nobody here. You understand what I'm saying? The door's closed. You can see the sign. Then you walk around the side is where the famous dragon is, where the real, where the picture is, the mural on the wall. I knew that, and he knew that, so we walked around or whatever, but he was still up front on live, you know, telling everybody about how he came up with stopping by there. You see what I'm talking about? There he is. There he is. I don't walk around the building. So I step back around the building. I say, hey, King, it's a couple of bikes around here, and the garage door open. He's still on live. He really ain't paying me no attention. I just ease on down there. I walk in. I introduce myself. I say, hey, man, listen. And when I walk in, these cats is resting. They got a couch in there. They got their chairs. You understand? They sitting at the table. Everybody chilling. I walk in. I say, hey, man, you know, I'm King Coffee, Solid Kingz MC out of Chicago. We just rode all the way to Chicago here. You know what I'm saying? See you guys, show y'all some love. They instantly jump up. You know what I mean? Ricochet Rap, the first one, give me some love, shake my hand, give me a hug. Same thing with all the other brothers in there and stuff. Everybody introduced themselves. He still ain't came around the corner yet. You understand what I'm saying? I told them to let the garage go down so he can't get in. That's what I said. I said, leave his ass out there because he didn't think y'all was going to be here.
I want to see the comments. What the comments in this motherfucker?
What the comments at, man? Hey, listen, man. They rolling, man. They out there rolling. Black Queen is rolling. Bolo's rolling, man. People are just
hey, but that's how it happened, though. That's real talk. That's how it happened, though, man.
Hey, listen. So look, the man come in, and when I say his eyes lit up like a kid on Christmas, I really was like, man, see, this is what it's all about right here. Just to see his face. Just to see his face. He came in, introducing himself. Now he the king of all kings again. Now he the president again. You understand what I'm saying?
But look, man, he had to have his moment too, man. You got to
give man. And look, listen.
Absolutely.
Can I say this right here? Great. Can I say this? That might have been the best part of the trip for me, was to see his reaction, because I know that's what he wanted. You understand what I'm saying? And for that to happen, I knew that the motorcycle gods were shining down on us, because not only did that happen, when that happened, he showed us around the clubhouse. Okay, because in our mind, everybody from East Bay Dragon was in Tulsa. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we thought.
Yep.
But in reality, that ain't what happened. Some of the club went to Tulsa, and some of them, and that's what they do. They was just chilling.
Right.
But the main thing is they showed us around, showed us the history. Then here come the president. The president of East Bay Dragons sit down and had a conversation with me and all of us or whatever. And what I'm saying is, they don't do that for everybody.
Right.
For anybody who's been out there and anybody that's ever been to that clubhouse is like Mecca. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it's like the motorcycle Mecca. Everybody wants to go there. So they got people passing through there all the time. But they told us that. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we don't do this for everybody because we can't. We don't have, you know what I'm saying? We just don't have the time. But we came at a time where it was a lull in all the traffic. It was one lady that was there that had stopped by. Do you see her? You see that picture we took with her or whatever? She had stopped by. She was in there politicking with them and talking and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, man, we end up sitting down, breaking bread. They went and bought us something to eat, kept us there. So the whole time the song is playing in my mind because we need to leave. You know the song is Hotel California. You understand what I'm saying? You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
You can never check out.
You can check out all you want, but you're never leaving.
That's it. That's it, man. That's it. That's it. That's sum up the whole trip. Because and then see, this is the thing. This is God.
That sums us going there because now
we got to come back.
But the thing about it is you don't know things until hindsight. So talking to Twin said it's a straight shot from Oakland to Reno, Nevada. It's only 3.5 hours. You guys should be able to make that no time at all. He didn't say nothing about a damn mountain. He didn't say nothing about snow. He didn't say nothing about the temperature going from 84 degrees to 54 degrees. He didn't say nothing about going from 100 feet above sea level to 5,000 feet above sea level. He didn't say nothing about none of that. If we would have left at the time we supposed to leave, it would have been 5 o'clock in the afternoon. By the time we got to Reno, we would have been in the dark. And I mean literally in the dark. We'd have been on that mountain in the dark. Going down that mountain in the dark. So not only did East Bay Dragons help us by, you know what I'm saying, giving us love and sitting us down and eating with us, breaking bread, they actually saved our lives. They don't know it, but they did, because we would have been in a situation to where we weren't prepared for it. Because we left that morning going up that mountain and it was cold and we had to start putting on stuff. It's a picture. I don't know if he sent it to you, but it's a picture where I put on chaps or whatever because I was cold.
But shit, it wasn't even just cold, man. The thing is, so for us in the Midwest, I mean, if you want to talk about mountains and hills, you want to say Tennessee and this and that. But that ain't nothing compared to what we were going through. So now we going up in the elevation that and correct me, Solo, you know, the tops of the mountains got snow. You know what I'm saying? So now we got patches of ice that we rolling up, you know what I'm saying? And then we rolling in hell. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, we gotta adapt to the situation that we ain't never necessarily, we didn't experience in the Midwest. So then now once we decide to get off and stop to get some fuel, it's like, oh, hold on, shit, I gotta put some chaps on. Shit, I'm sitting there laughing because I'm like, I got heated gear, baby. I got gloves, I got that. But look, that's the problem. Look, that's what
here's the question I have. Did you guys did you guys pack for the entire trip? Did you?
We did.
I did. Yeah.
We did.
I did.
We did. Yeah, we did.
I don't know. Wait. I did. He didn't. I did. Because he was cold in the motherfucker. Man, my fingers was cold because them damn heated gloves. They still wasn't doing that. My fingers were frozen. And Kobe didn't plan either because his ass was over there MacGyver and some shit with some.
No, I didn't MacGyver nothing. I just knew I had
with those needle pliers.
Hey, Kobe.
Yeah,
anytime you cut open them heat packs and try to put them in your gloves, you MacGyvering your ass off, motherfucker.
See, there you go talking about. There you go telling secret. We just said we weren't gonna do it. There you go telling secret. Anyway, I want to say this right here too, Solo. We did skip some shit since JC got something to say. Let me tell you about this lane splitting one more time.
Hey, we gonna get back to that already. We already went past that.
We ain't past that. I'm gonna tell you about that right quick. So listen,
we got time schedule. You know what I'm saying? You slowing everything up now.
No, not slowing everything down. We gonna talk about this shit. Listen, we lane split, and so we get ready to lane split, and JC hit something on the road, and when he hit it, it was a pair of needle nose pliers.
Yep,
and it popped up and it hit his oil pan direct hit. So now he's in front of me. I think that he got a flat tire. I figured that it was a flat tire because I could see the needle nose pliers. They were red handle needle nose pliers, and they rolled off and under his bike because I'm behind him.
I can't see nothing.
He can't see nothing, but he's fishtailing now, so he think he got a flat tire. So
yeah, man,
his oil pouring out of his bike.
That's shaking. I'm like, what the hell going on?
That's the pliers right there. That's the gift.
So that was the gift. That was the gift at the end. That was the gift when we woke up that morning, that last day. I gave him a pair a needle nose pliers. I told him I went back and got them or whatever. But long story short, this is where we're talking about the Cali love. So we were on side the road. The president, the founder,
to Pope Chop.
yeah,
And
shout out to
Kingz
Pope Chop because he was right there. He made the necessary calls. He called Harley. And then not only that, the founder of Kingz of Cali owns a tow truck service. So he sent out a tow truck. He sent out a tow truck. Got the, I don't know if I sent you that picture of me putting that bike on that tow truck. I pushed that bike up on that tow truck. I don't know
You
if you saw
ain't
that.
did nothing but take a picture.
Anyway, man, I pushed the bike up on tow. It's a picture of me putting the bike on the tow truck.
It's a picture of you pretending to push the goddamn bike. The hell wrong with you?
Pictures don't lie, bro. Pictures don't lie. Pictures worth 1,000 words.
Oh, you a damn lie, they do.
Your
pictures lie.
So look, okay, you just said what you said. So let's keep moving, man.
Anyway, the bottom line is we got it fixed with the help of Poke Chop and the Kingz of Cali. We got it to Harley. They fixed it up the next day.
Facts.
Boom. Oil change, got everything checked out. We got it there. That's all to it. Facts. Yeah, him pretending to push. What he don't show is already hooked up to the tow truck and he's pulling me up on the tow truck.
Hold on. Go ahead. You can make that full screen. Make that full screen so everybody in the world can see it. Now, you know what? I ain't gonna do them like that. There you go.
So look, it was good. It's good. So
I got a question. Hold on. Okay. So what was your experience handling breakdowns, and did you have a contingency plan in place for such occurrences?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did. He was ready.
Who?
Okay.
JC?
Yeah, JC was ready.
Yeah. So
JC was ready.
The things that I had with the insurance and the towing and the extended warranty and all of the ESP and all of that good stuff, I wasn't able to use them because Kingz of Cali, they wouldn't let me use them.
Yeah.
They came and took care of it off the bat.
Yeah.
So was there a plan to take care of anything that went out? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. But because of these brothers, it was, they took care of everything, man. I can't tell you or express how much love we got for them and how much love they showed to me and to us in that situation.
Right.
It was just great, bro. It was just great.
So Solo, I want to add to what he's saying. So with us planning the trip, first of all, we going on this trip. We all had certain items on our bike to make sure that if something happened, that we took care of each other. So like King Coffee might have had a jump pack, you know what I'm saying? I might have had the gas can, AAA. Like we all had something, so we didn't have the same thing, carrying the same thing, that we had something that if one of us had a situation, we can accommodate each other.
Right. And that's the way you do it, man. That's the way you do it. That makes a larger pool of equipment that you have in case of emergencies. Everybody brings a piece of the pie to make a whole, man.
Facts.
Yep. So I have to, for the sake of time, guys, because we're running close here. We're heading back. We've heading back. Which route did y'all bring back? Did y'all come back on the 40?
No, we should have
80.
So look, fellas, because of time frame, why don't we give the route we took, but then just highlight the situations that we had to deal with heading back.
Bring it back. There you go. Bring me back.
So I'll kick it off. The first situations that we had heading back was we was in Vegas. We was in Nevada. Sorry. We're in Nevada.
One other thing, we're split up again at this time.
Yeah, facts. So the reason we split up is because JC stayed for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, the fellowship. And then, me and King Coffee were on a time frame. We had to shoot back. Now, at this time, we had no idea about what was going on with the weather. We didn't have no idea that tornadoes and stuff was affecting other parts of other states. We were just like, hey, we got to roll. So as we're rolling now we in Nevada, the first thing that we came across was the high winds. You know what I'm saying? And when they say high winds, and if you ever see a sign posted possibly high winds.
Believe
you better
that
believe that shit.
You
Okay?
better believe that shit, Jack.
Me personally, I was doing 100. You know what I'm saying? And I still was glide surfing. You understand? So then now, because of the gas stops and stuff, now we got low fuel and we sit here, we flying, you know what I'm saying? And now we got the whole scene of Twister going on, little outhouse. And then we sitting there looking at a, what do you want to call that? A spear, you know, like a tornado forming or whatever.
Funnel,
And
the funnel.
the funnel. And then now you got open land and the sky is just changing. And so we like, oh shit, man, what the fuck is going on? You know, so we had to pull over, regroup ourselves, you know what I'm saying, and come up with a plan. It's like, okay, look, if we're gonna get through this shit, we finna run it. You know, we're not gonna sit here and do the speed limit. We're gonna try to like run through this shit and get it. So we did Nevada. We got through that, and luckily the weather cleared. And so one thing that I want to say is, because these guys can contest, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you're a spiritual person, you got to talk to the rain guys. Got to talk to the rain guys.
Talk to all the guys.
Talk to all the guys. It might sound funny to you, but each one of these guys can contest about it worked itself out for us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We did go through rain, we did go through some things, but then we also we were
missed a lot. We
Huh?
missed a lot. I said we were able to miss a lot because of that. We missed a lot of them. We missed a lot of bad weather. We missed a lot of bad weather. Yep.
Especially toward the end when we got toward the Iowa 80. We slid in between like two weather systems. One was to the south and one was to the north, and we slid right in between the two.
Right. So Coffee, they let them understand. Like, I talk to the rain guys. You know what I'm saying? When I say I talk to them, you know, it's no different than if you're a spiritual person and you pray to whoever you pray to. And I asked for safe travel. And did we not have the safe travel that we needed?
Yeah, safe travel.
Yeah, we had the safe travel. So look, Solo, we gonna because I know we short on time, so we gonna kind of speed up, man. So it went kind of like this right here, man. We went from the top of the mountain and we got into the winds, and then we hit Utah. So we get to Utah. That was the picture that you saw where he was standing inside of the phone booth. Mm-hmm. We get to Utah and Salt Lake City, and it's raining, but it's raining in front of us, and we missing the rain until we get on the other side of Salt Lake City. We get on the other side of Salt Lake City, and then it started raining. The roads are bad, and they twisted.
Not necessarily because we were going down them 6% grades, and it was ice patches, and it was hailing, and they didn't even have premium gas. We had to use the fucking, what do you call that shit? The octane boost.
Yeah, I use octane boost out there.
So guys, do you recommend? I carry it, but do you recommend to other riders that's wanting to go cross country for the first time to take octane boost?
Absolutely,
most definitely.
100%.
Most definitely. Because you don't know where you're gonna stop at. You stop at a gas station that only got regular gas, you're gonna need that. You understand what I'm saying? Because it might be that.
That ain't gonna work too well in the box, man.
Just so happened we stopped at a gas station that just had regular gas. Now it wasn't because they just carried regular gas. They were out of every other but they just had regular gas. So we were able to use the octane boost. But then I figured out something that I didn't know at the beginning. When I put the octane boost in, it gave me better gas mileage. You understand what I'm saying? So I should have been putting it in the beginning, you know. But those were things that I found out. But then once we got on the road, we ran into the winds were high. We got up, it was cold. I put on everything. I put on everything. I had on my base layer. I had on my cold weather gear. I had on my chaps. I had on my leathers. I had on my right there where you see that picture. I had on my rain suit and I had on my vest. So I had everything on, and my gloves. I had 3 pair of gloves on. And I'm gonna tell you something. These people right here on this picture right here, man, they were on a motorcycle, bro. They were on a motorcycle. They were on another Indian, and they had rode from Florida to Oregon, and they were on the way back to Florida. And they got caught in a snowstorm with us. We got caught in a snowstorm coming back through Wyoming. We got caught in a snowstorm. We got pulled over by the police or whatever. He let us go. JC got pulled over by the police.
Hold on. Calm down. Look, hold on. Wait, Solo. The snowstorm is important. So the key things for me was Utah. I've never went down 6% grade in ice patches. Yeah. And hell. That was fun. And hell. That was fun. Okay. That shit sound cool, but it really ain't cool when you got these trucks behind you. The second thing is rode through a snowstorm where we're literally riding through ice sheets. We're looking at the ice sheets and we're looking at this snowstorm, and we just fuck it. We rolling through this shit. You understand? So my point is this. Trust your tires. If you got good tires, good thread, you understand? Trust that traction. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. The other thing is if you got a new Harley, then you cheap. Hey, I'm just telling you, because I put on the traction control. I don't care what you think. Hey, I paid for it. I was good. I was using it. Look, I did too. I ain't gonna lie. You see what I'm saying? I was a day behind them. And when I say that trip from Tahoe, leaving out of Tahoe, crossing the California border, the winds picked up right there. And from that point all the way till we got to Iowa 80 in Des Moines, Iowa, the wind was blowing. You ran into the winds. You ran into cold temperatures. We had snow. We had sleet. I hit hail. Yeah. What else? The rain. We got to Iowa and there was a tornado that we had just missed, and another one that they were saying was coming right behind that. So we had to stay there for every season, that every weather system that you can think of, we hit on that way back.
Right. Yeah.
So look, man. Hey, look. All I can say is right here. The Iowa 80, not Iowa 80, but the 80, the Interstate 80. I do not recommend that you take Interstate 80 if you ain't ready for what's gonna happen. Because Interstate 80, in my opinion, is one of the most bipolar, dangerous ass interstate that I've ever seen since I've been out here on these highways.
You don't hear that people talking about 80.
Man, listen, that interstate threw everything at us that you could possibly get thrown at you.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
your skills, that's for sure.
At one time, we were in a torrential downpour. I guess this was the time where the rain guards had took a break. They had took a smoke break. I guess the rain guards had took a smoke break because it was a torrential downpour. And let me tell you something.
Wait, you talk about when we had the 4-way zone?
Listen, these cats right here, man. I want to say this right here. They keep talking that shit about the Indian, but when it was life and death, and we about to die. Guess who they put in the front? And
the guinea pig.
Who drugged them?
We put the guinea pig up front. That's who got up front. So if anything happens, it's gonna happen to you first. What the hell you talking about?
Oh my goodness, man!
Sacrifice. You don't know you was a sacrificial lamb, man.
Oh my goodness, man! They put
all that traction control and all that old shit right there and stuff. Guess who they were following? They was in my tire print. They was in my tire tracks, following me down through there. You understand what I'm saying? That Indian was just pushing the rain out the way, just pushing the rain out the way.
Let me tell you something. When you're in combat, it ain't the sergeant that go first. You sending little troops out there first. Your ass is the damn private. Get your ass out there.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, guys. Hey, listen, we got to wrap it up, man. Yeah. Bring me in. Bring me back in, man. Bring me back in.
Oh, Solo, before you wrap it up, though, so we were talking, and, for people who want to do this ride, all right, you know what I'm saying?
we're creating a patch. It's going to be the Midwest to the West Coast run. All right. And so, we're going to get the details, between, maybe April, June or whatever. The thing about it is, it's not just about doing a patch and just doing a run. The thing is, the histories. Like, so with it, we want you to go to Black Wall Street. We want you to go to the Bug Ranch, the Four Corners, and all these other things. We want you to experience all these things. But then we also want you to challenge yourself too. Because one of the things is, this. It looks easy on line, Facebook, but mentally and physically, you have to prepare yourself. You have to push yourself when you like, man, fuck this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna wait. No, we gonna push through this shit. We gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we want to create a challenge, but also a challenge that you can accomplish, because just like you, Solo, you, Reef, you know what I'm saying, Kodak, and a bunch of other people, shout out to my girl, Piper, y'all are in this element several times, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, while we out there, we pushing, we like, shit, well, they doing it, why we can't do it? You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. Yeah.
Okay. So be on the lookout for that, folks. Solid Kingz MC going to be coming out with a inspiration and motivation patch. When you get up there and run that route that they ran, running from Chicago to California, and all the sites and all the stops in between, there's going to be more information coming out on it. But gentlemen, we're getting ready to wrap this show up. It's been a great show, a lot of information, man, a lot of memories. And this is what I tell everybody, man. Memories are made on the highway, so that when you go back to the clubhouses, these are the stories that you tell.
Absolutely.
These are the memories that you share.
Lifetime work for me.
A lifetime, guys, a lifetime. I want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing your journey, your adventure with us. Man, I know I called this daggone show Trip Talk, but I don't even know if it's Trip Talk, man. It may be Clubhouse Talk, it may be Roundtable Talk, it may be something else, man. Because this has been great. Always, Mac, you give me a good kickoff, man. You gave me a great kickoff when I started this podcast, man. So when I saw you out there doing it, I definitely wanted to just bring you on. Now I'm super glad and excited that you guys made it back safe. No one got hurt. I think we got a little pieces of paperwork from a couple of different states that some follow-up is gonna need to be taken care of.
No. We actually got through all of that, man. It was all just
warnings.
It was just warnings.
It was all warnings.
But listen,
so we good.
Before you get finished, man, I gotta say this right here. So we make it 5,000 miles, and I'm in a hurry to see my wife, my beautiful wife, Toya. And I'm in a hurry to see her. And I make that last gas stop. And guess what? 2 miles. Well, about between 2 and 5 miles before I get home, I run out of gas. She had to come get me.
You gotta love this shit. You got to love it.
Oh my God, man.
The last 2 Indians.
The last 2 miles, man. Oh my goodness.
Hey, you cannot make yourself up, man.
Solo. I said, I'm gonna coast this motherfucker in. I got to get to my baby. Hey, look, that bike said then it stopped. Hey, I'm on that bad boy, do it like this.
You can't push 1,000 pounds by scooter, brother. Trust me, I done tried
boy,
it.
you nuts, Coffee. You are nuts, brother.
Do it, man. I didn't try to do it. But listen, gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for coming on Trip Talk tonight, man.
Yes, sir.
I really appreciate you guys sharing your journey with me. I know there's probably a lot more. This is our first run at it. And we'll definitely be staying in touch with you guys, man. I look forward when I come up there hanging out with you guys this year.
Absolutely.
I will definitely be coming up. I already know you guys going to take good care of me up there, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to coming up and seeing you guys.
Yes, sir.
Outstanding job. We can't wait for you to get up here, man. Have a good time.
Sir. Yes, sir, my brother. Yes, sir. Well, look, gentlemen, I want y'all to take care. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna get ready to wrap this show up. I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys back in the green room. I will be in touch with you, Mac. King Coffee, man. Thank you for coming on. JC, man. Much love to you and your nation, man. I appreciate you coming on. You gentlemen have a good night, man.
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
All right, my brother.
Thank you.
All right.
Peace.
Hey, folks. I mean, you know, this is what it's all about. That open road, that highway, getting out there, traveling cross country. I tell you, this is where the memories are made. Stories come from, the legacies, all of it. People sit there and say all the time, man, like, wow, Solo, you get out there and ride, man. You get out there and ride. But I'm telling you, folks, it's these memories right here while I get out there and ride. It's these stories that when you meet people and you say, yeah, man, I remember riding on I-80 when I was sideways, or when the wind was blowing, when everything was just going wrong, when I'm at a high elevation, I get snowed on, or when I'm down here, I'm burning up hot, so I'm changing. You know, I'm not a gat guy. I'm not a suit wearing guy. I'm an old school traditional biker guy. I like wearing jeans, chaps, and all that, leather jacket. But folks, I thank you for tuning in. My first episode of Trip Talk right here, Tales from the Highway. Make sure you tune in. We're going to try to run this series on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. right along with my Tuesday show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. Central Standard, 5 Pacific. Make sure you tune in. Tell a friend about the podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. It ain't going to kill you to subscribe, folks. And hey, look, all my donors, all my people buying merchandise, I thank you. You are what keep this podcast going. I couldn't do it without you. I'm gonna start having subscription to the podcast, man. I love giving stuff away. It's just who I am and what I love to do. So I will be giving some merchandise away. I'm working on getting some sponsors so I can get some bigger stuff that I can give away, man, that you guys can really truly appreciate it. But this has been a great show tonight. I thank everybody for tuning in to Trip Talk right here on Riding with KSolo podcast. Well, look, folks, I'm ready to shut it down. Definitely look forward to seeing you Tuesday. We're gonna have a special guest on. She rode out to Utah, and I'm gonna have a special co-host on, and you know who she is, because she'll be dancing at a gas stop. She'll be riding through the rain. She'll be getting it in, but you got to stay tuned for it though. Right here, we're Riding with KSolo, the podcast. All right, folks, y'all take care. Y'all have a good night, and God bless.